Hi everyone, it's Nurse Cathy and it's time for 5 on Fridays. Well, I hope you all had a safe and blessed Thanksgiving, and I hope you had a lot of turkey to eat, watched a lot of football, and was able to rest and relax. Today we're going to talk about men's health. Well, let's talk about some of the risk factors that are associated with men's health. And a lot of these are modifiable. So the first one we're going to start with is obesity. Now, that's directly related to having a poor diet and lack of exercise. And the second is smoking and alcohol use. Men tend to smoke more and use more alcohol. And also the next modifying factor is lack of sleep. Men tend not to sleep. And the next factor is the fact that men don't like to go to the doctor, so they don't get their preventative screenings done. Then the next risk factor is stress. Men tend to handle stress a little bit differently than women. Men tend to stress more about money, work, and their home life. Now, how men tend to handle stress is like I said, a little bit different than women handle it. Men tend to navigate through their stressful periods through drugs, alcohol, smoking, and also isolation. Now, isolation leads to the next risk factor, and that's social well-being. Men tend to neglect their social well-being, and it's probably the hardest for them to modify because you actually have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to actually go out and get involved in organizations, social groups, volunteering, or maybe coach an athletic team. Or if there's something that you've always wanted to do, like play an instrument or learn new crafts such as woodworking, you need to get out there and get involved. You need to meet new people. You have to expand your social circles and help develop healthy relationships. And with healthy relationships comes less stress. Now, there's one risk factor that you can't modify, and that's your masculinity. You were born a man. Now, the top 3 leading causes of death among men are heart disease, cancer, and unintentional accident or injuries. Now, men begin their decline in their health really at a pretty early age, even as young as 18 to 20 years old. Now, it's estimated that 1/8 of men age 18 to 20 years old currently have a fair or poor health condition. And it's estimated that 1/3 of men 18 to 20 years old are obese. And it's estimated that 20% of the male population smoke, and it's estimated that 1 out of every 3 men will have high blood pressure. And with high blood pressure comes heart disease. Now, we know that women typically live longer lives than men, but I'm going to tell you why. The reason being, heart disease is the #1 leading cause of death for both men and women. But men tend to experience heart attacks and heart disease about 10 years earlier than women. That's the reason why women live longer than men. With cancer, there's one particular cancer that only affects men, and that's prostate cancer. As a man ages, he may begin to experience some conditions with his prostate and could even possibly develop prostate cancer. And the 3rd leading cause of death among men, the unintentional accident and injury, is directly related to men are risk takers. Men have a higher rate of taking risks than women, whether it be related to their jobs, sports, whatever. They just automatically accept risks easier than women. Well, as a man, what can you do to take care of yourself? Well, the first thing you can do is go to the doctor. Get yourself established with a doctor if you're not already established with a primary care physician. When you see your physician, they're going to set up routine visits with you, generally annually at least, but sometimes semi-annually. And the doctor will be monitoring and checking your blood pressure, your cholesterol, your A1C. They'll also be checking your PSA, which is your prostate hormone. Your doctor will also recommend when you need to have colorectal exams. And the other thing that you probably ought to do is schedule an annual eye exam, because as you age, you're going to want to be checked for glaucoma. Some other things that you can do is manage your weight, and you can do that through a healthy diet and more exercise into your life. And stop smoking, and also reduce or eliminate your alcohol intake. You need to rest, relax, and rejuvenate. And the only person that can take care of themselves is you. So take care of yourself. So that ends it for me. I want to remind you to see Ashley on Monday. She's going to talk about the blue zone. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting topic for you. So take care, be safe, and have a great weekend.